Hey, Duff, you've got a very nervous woman here sitting beside me, and she's been that way for the past 2 hours. Oh, my God, it's Duff McKagan. Oh, my God, it's Duff McKagan.
It's Duff McKagan.
Okay. Well, don't be nervous.
Well, kind of how you were nervous to go on Jim Rome.
Yes.
Vice versa here.
I do understand it.
Okay.
But with me, I'm not going to, there's no need to be.
Okay.
You're
All right.
going to be nice.
He's a great guy, and you're talking to a guy who probably still has, well, I know I do. I have your music at home on a cassette.
Cassette.
Sweet.
I've kept it all these years.
Did you guys know that cassettes are actually coming back?
I know, they are coming back.
Vinyl made a comeback. Why not cassettes? I don't see why not.
My daughter's band, they made an EP, and they made it on vinyl. CD is kind of like nerdy, and they made it on cassette.
Aha, so you learn how to keep hip with your daughter.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I know nothing except through my daughters. Yeah.
Well, first of all, we're fans. Second of all, tell us about your book.
My book. Well, thank you first for the first thing. My book it's my second book, and it was something I started writing. It was 3 days before I turned 50, and my Seattle Seahawks had just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I went to the game, and I was flying back to Seattle from New York. And I had been writing columns for the Seattle Weekly. I was writing at that time for 5 years, and I was writing for ESPN. I was writing a ton. And so I was just used to writing, and I wrote on the plane ride home, turning 50, what does that really mean? Like, what have I learned so far? Have I learned anything? And in sort of the bright lights of that Super Bowl win that your brain's in, I kind of got into what I've learned thus far.
Duff, you're a huge sports fan, and I got to ask you this because it's such a hot-button topic right now. What do you think about Deflategate?
My answer is I don't really care.
Really?
I don't care.
It doesn't move my meter at all.
Wow.
Long time since I've heard that saying. I always like that one. Well, let's try this one then.
Move my meter.
Because we've been talking amongst ourselves about this today before we talk with you. So,
yeah.
GNR, you guys going to pull it together, get along, and go back out?
It could happen. This thing could happen. And it could not. And I think it would be wonderful one day if we reconciled.
Yeah.
First and foremost.
Yeah.
And, that alone would be cool. So,
of course, John Fogerty could get along with everybody else in CCR too.
Yeah, right.
Right. Yeah. That's yeah. There's a lot of that kind of stuff, and the rest of us fans are left scratching our head, like, come on, you know.
Was it because you guys were so close for so long? Is that what does it, Duff? I don't know.
I think every band is different, for sure. I can't really. With our band, there was a lot of things, and we just got really big. Once we started to get big, we got really big really fast.
Yeah.
And there's no how-to instructional manual for that thing, what happens to your life. And, we just were falling into every kind of stupid, typical thing like we thought we'd never fall into.
Boy, there's a lot of pain coming through your voice right now.
Oh, yeah.
There is?
Yeah, I can hear it.
We love that you are still rocking today. Duff McKagan, the second book, How to Be a Man and Other Illusions.
We have to let you go, and we don't want to, but we have to. Thank you so much.
Okay, guys, thanks.